everyone, welcome to our channel Dentistry to the Point. This is Dr. Saloni Jain, and in this video we'll be dealing with the developmental disturbances in the structure of the teeth. Now so far we have dealt with the developmental disturbances in the size of the teeth, in the shape of the teeth and in the number of the teeth. I give the links of all the videos in the description box and also continuously pop I buttons here in between the video. So stay tuned for that. And also in this video, we'll be dealing with the first developmental anomaly in the structure of the teeth, that is amelogenesis imperfecta. Now, as you know, the structure, the main bulk of the tooth is the enamel and the dentine. So all the anomalies which we'll be dealing here will be related to the defects in the enamel and the dentine itself. Okay. So the first anomaly for this video is amelogenesis imperfecta. Now, as the name amelogenesis imperfecta itself suggests, now amelogenesis, as you have read in your first year, amelogenesis is the process of formation of, the whole process of formation of enamel is amelogenesis. And the word imperfecta means something that is imperfect or defective or wrong. So, when there is any problem with the whole process of the formation of enamel which leads to the formation of an imperfect or defective enamel is known as amelogenesis imperfecta. Simple? Again, so when there is any problem in the process of formation of enamel, that is in amelogenesis, that leads to the formation of any defective enamel or any improper enamel, that is known as amelogenesis imperfecta. मतलब कि enamel में defect होगा, enamel जो है tooth structure का उसमें defect होगा, that is amelogenesis. Now amelogenesis imperfecta is actually a rare disease. Okay, it's found in like 1 in 760 to 1 in 14,000 people. So it is a rare kind of disease and it has inheritance pattern, like it's an hereditary disease passing on from one generation to another. So it's a hereditary disease and it is a rare disease as well. Now amelogenesis imperfecta is broadly classified into 4 types by Whitcock, of which the 3 types are the most important ones. Like type 1, that is your hypocalcified, type 2, hypoplastic. The first type, that is type 1, is hypoplastic. The second type is your hypomaturation. And the third type is your hypocalcified. And the fourth type is again your hypomaturation, hypoplastic torodontist, with torodontism. That is not important. But this classification, which is based on the clinical appearance of the enamel or based on the radiographic appearance of the enamel, कि enamel का thickness कितना है, कम है, ज़्यादा है, या कौन सी stage को enamel formation को effect हुआ है, उसके basis पे जो classification है, तो 3 types are most important. The first is your hypoplastic, the type 1, that is hypoplastic. The second one, that is your hypomaturation type of amelogenesis imperfecta, and the type 3 is hypocalcified form of amelogenesis imperfecta. Now, as the name suggests, सबसे पहले hypoplastic. So, hypoplastic मतलब क्या? कि there is any defect in the enamel organ itself. मतलब जब enamel बन रहा होगा, so the enamel organ which is responsible for producing enamel or forming enamel, so there is any defect in the enamel organ itself or the organic matrix, ठीक है? तो hypoplastic हुआ. Secondly, you have hypomaturation. Hypomaturation मतलब क्या? जब maturative phase आया, मतलब जो hydroxyapatite crystals है, that mean the main bulk of enamel, तो उसमें कोई defect है, उसकी size में defect है, या जो crystals है hydroxyapatite के वो immature है, these are immature, leading to any defect. So उसकी वजह से जो हुआ, that type is known as, जब hypomaturation phase में हुआ, जब आपके hydroxyapatite crystals में there is any defect, that is hypomaturative type of amelogenesis imperfecta. And the third one is hypocalcified, in which you say कि जब mineralization process हो रहा था, enamel जब mineralize हो रहा था, उस टाइम पे कोई डिफेक्ट आया है, तो दैट इज नोन एज hypocalcified type of amelogenesis imperfecta. So majorly there are 3 categories of amelogenesis imperfecta. Type 1, that is hypoplastic, type 2, that is hypomaturative, and type 3, that is hypocalcified. So among all the 3, the most common one is the hypoplastic type, that accounts for at least or accounts for the maximum of 60 to 73% of the cases. Okay, the second one being the hypomaturation type, that accounts for 20 to 40% of the cases, and the least one is the hypocalcified, that accounts for only 7% of the cases. Though the disease is very rare among itself, but among the 3 of them, the hypoplastic one is the most common. Now also, like these three are classified according to Wittkopf based on the clinical appearance. These three categories are also subdivided into like the hypoplastic one is the type 1. So Wittkopf ने इसको सब कैटेगराइज किया है into सब टाइप, like type 1A, type 1B, type 1C. Like second one is your hypomaturation जो type 2 है, उसको भी क्लासिफाई किया है type 2A, type 2B. Now why this is based on the genetic thing, okay, the molecular basis or the inheritance pattern and the genetic alterations, उसके बेसिस पर ये सब है. We don't have to go into the details. मतलब कि जैसे type 1 है तो वो I'm giving an example. अगर type 1 है तो वो हो सकता है आपका बेस्ड ऑन दैट कि एक्स लिंक रेसेसिव है, एक्स लिंक डोमिनेंट है, या फिर ऑटोसोमल रेसेसिव है, ऑटोसोमल डोमिनेंट है. तो ऐसे करके उन्होंने और सब डिवाइड कर दिया कैटेगरीज को अकॉर्डिंग टू द जेनेटिक्स और द इनहेरिटेंस पैटर्न. वी डोंट हैव टू गो इनटू दैट डिटेल, बट यस देयर आर फर्दर क्लासिफिकेशंस और डिविजन्स. Now moving on to the etiology, now what is the cause of amelogenesis imperfecta? So it is believed that the cause lies in the alteration of the gene which is responsible for the formation and maturation of the enamel. जो जीन enamel को कोड कर रहा है for its formation and maturation, उस जीन में कुछ डिफेक्ट है जिसकी वजह से डिफेक्टिव एनामल बन रहा है. Got this? So it is believed that amelogenin is the important gene in a human body or the most important protein that is responsible for developing enamel. So कहीं ना कहीं हो सकता है, it is not ऐसे established fact नहीं है, but the book says कि amelogenin is the major gene that encodes for this. So maybe ये हो सकता है कि this gene is responsible or there is any alteration in this gene जिसकी वजह से defective enamel आ रहा है. Okay. Now moving on to the clinical features or the clinical appearance. So firstly it is firstly the appearance, okay, the clinical picture. Now you know that enamel is usually or normally white in color, but in amelogenesis imperfecta the color changes to off-white color or a creamy white color to a yellowish color and a brownish tint. ऐसे change हो जाता है, ठीक है. Also now as you know in hypoplastic type में specifically क्या होता है, the crown size, क्योंकि enamel organ इतना form होता नहीं, enamel इतना बनता नहीं है, तो crown size जो होती है that is short. अब क्राउन साइज अगर छोटी होगी, सो अपर एंड लोअर टीथ दोनों का क्राउन साइज आर स्मॉल, सो दे आर नॉट एबल टू मीट, एंड इफ दे आर नॉट एबल टू मीट देयर इज गोइंग टू बी अ पुअर बाइट और अ पुअर ओक्लूजन. ओके, सो दिस इज अ मेन फीचर. ऑल्सो इट इज बिलीव दैट बिकॉज ऑफ द डिसऑर्डर ऑफ द इनामल एपिथेलियम, ठीक है, देयर इज ऑल्सो एन ऑल्टरेशन इन द इरप्शन लीडिंग टू एंटीरियर ओपन बाइट. समझ गए? मतलब इरप्शन सारे आपके डीले हो गए, आगे पीछे के दांत कभी भी इरप्ट हो रहे, कोई सीक्वेंस है पर्टिकुलर जिसकी वजह से एंटीरियर ओपन बाइट हो जाता है. ऑल्सो क्या है कि बिकॉज देयर इज प्रॉब्लम इन द मिनरलाइजेशन ऑफ द एनामल, अच्छे से मिनरलाइज हुआ ही नहीं. जब मिनरलाइज अच्छे से नहीं हुआ तो इट्स नॉट गोइंग टू बी दैट हार्ड, तो इट्स गोइंग टू चिप ऑफ या फिर वो स्क्रैप ऑफ हो जाएगा इजीली. जब भी आप कोई इंस्ट्रूमेंट लगाओगे या कुछ करोगे तो इट्स गोइंग टू, अभी आपके एनामल में ऐसा नहीं है, नॉर्मली एनामल नहीं होता, इट इज द हार्डेस्ट सब्सटेंस ऑफ द बॉडी. But amelogenesis imperfecta में it's going to get off chipped easily or scraped off easily. Also क्योंकि enamel इतना अच्छे से develop नहीं हुआ है तो dentine is going to be exposed and dentine will cause sensitivity. Dentine is responsible for sensitivity. So there is going to be, the tooth are going to be very tender or they're going to be very prone to sensitivity. So these are some basic clinical features or clinical appearances of the enamel of a teeth which is going to show amelogenesis imperfecta. Okay, so amelogenesis imperfecta has got three other names, okay, based on the clinical appearance. Firstly is your hereditary brown tooth. Now because I have mentioned in the clinical features also that the enamel appears yellowish to brown in color, so that's why this name, that is hereditary brown tooth. Also the other name is hereditary enamel dysplasia. Now why? As hereditary I have told you कि inheritance pattern it shows, इसलिए तो hereditary है. और enamel dysplasia क्यों? Dysplasia मतलब presence of any abnormal cell. So obvious सी बात है कि कुछ abnormality है enamel में, तभी amelogenesis में या enamel cells में तभी जाके defective enamel बन रहा है. So that's why hereditary enamel dysplasia and hereditary brown teeth. Other name is hereditary brown opalescent teeth. Opalescent as in opaque teeth, क्योंकि yellowish brown discoloration आ रहा है तो एक opacity आ रही है. So that's why hereditary brown opalescent teeth. Now moving on to the radiographic features. Now radiographs में आपको क्या देखने को मिलता है? Now sometimes the overall shape of the tooth may or may not be normal depending upon the amount of enamel that is present on the tooth. Okay, क्योंकि enamel is the outermost layer, so that's going to decide कि भैया shape of the tooth is altered or not altered. Also, sometimes you may find there is absence of enamel on a radiograph, या फिर there is very thin presence of enamel. Okay, like just on the interproximal areas or the tip of the cusps. ठीक है, ऐसा भी आपको radiographs में दिख सकता है. Also, in some cases, जो calcification of the enamel है, it is so much affected कि जो enamel है, its radio density is equalized to that of dentine, and the differentiation between the two, like the differentiation between the enamel and dentine, जो आप radiographs देखते हो कि आपकी dentine की radio opacity अलग है, enamel का radio आपको differentiate करते आता है. बट बहुत बार कैल्सिफिकेशन में इतना डिफेक्ट आ जाता है कि दोनों की रेडियो डेंसिटी एक जैसी हो जाती है एंड यू आर नॉट एबल टू डिस्टिंग्विश कि भैया कौन सा इनामिल है और कौन सा डेंटिन है. So that is also these three features are seen on the radiographs. Now in the histological features, so in the particularly in the hypoplastic type, you are going to see that there is defect or there is disturbance in the differentiation and the viability of the ameloblasts. Likewise, in the hypocalcified type, there is going to be a defect in the calcified or the mineral deposition or the organic matrix, and in the hypomaturation type there is going to be the defect in the enamel rods or the rod sheaths. Okay, so particularly specific area में specific चीज hit करेगी. Now talking about the treatment, so there is no specific treatment as brown discoloration is there, so appearance wise तो pleasing नहीं लगता है severe cases में, तो obviously cosmetic treatments हो सकते हैं उसके. बट एज सच बहुत बार ऐसा भी होता है, एक तो वो रेयर कंडीशन है तो इट इज ऑब्वियसली नॉट गोइंग टू अफेक्ट अ लार्ज नंबर ऑफ पॉपुलेशन, तो उसका ट्रीटमेंट इतना डिवाइस है भी नहीं. बाकी अपीयरेंस वाइज तो यू कैन गो फॉर कॉस्मेटिक सर्जरीज, और ऑल्सो लाइक समटाइम्स तो इट इज ऑल्सो सेड कि वो इतना माइल्ड फॉर्म में भी होता है, लाइक अ कैजुअल ऑब्जर्वर इज नॉट एबल टू डिफरेंशिएट ओनली कि अच्छा इसके एनामल में डिफेक्ट है समथिंग लाइक दैट. सो नो स्पेसिफिक ट्रीटमेंट इज रिक्वायर्ड. So this is all about amelogenesis imperfecta. I hope you understood the video. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Also hit the bell icon so that you are notified every time we upload a video.